Hello, Melanin Monarchy citizens. This is Monique here, and I was thinking about you today, and I thought, how can I upgrade your concert experience? How can I bring or add more value to you when you guys are going to these concerts? So I came up with the mistakes that goers make. So I wrote down 10 mistakes that you and I often make when we're going to a concert. And this list is not all inclusive, and it's not in any particular order, but I wanted to give them to you today. But before I do that, I just wanted to remind you guys that if you like these videos, if you're finding that they add value to your life, definitely share them, definitely like it, definitely subscribe to my channel, and then that way you will get, and click the notify bell. That way you guys can always get the latest and the greatest from Melanin Monarchy. Okay, so here we go with the 10 mistakes that concert goers make. Now, at the bottom of the list, but it's not really at the bottom of the list, but this is one of the mistakes, is that you don't buy your tickets at the venue. Now, I know that that's very difficult, that the system is made up for us to go online and buy our tickets. We never even think anymore about a box office. We never even think anymore that we can actually go up to the venue and purchase a ticket. And sometimes with the bigger shows and the bigger tours, you just have to wait in line and you have to buy your tickets right when they're available. That I do understand. But for the other shows, you guys, if you live near or within less than 50-mile radius of the venue, then I would suggest that you go up to the venue and that you purchase your tickets there. You cut down on a lot of the fees that they charge online. It's just a better benefit that we're going to go through in a second, why I recommend that you buy your ticket at the venue. Okay, so that is not buying your ticket at the venue. That's a common mistake that we make. Another mistake is that we don't read the venue rules. So when you purchase your ticket, you should immediately go to the venue that the show is at and read their rules. You don't know how many times people go to concerts and they have drinks or they have chairs, and you can't get in with chairs now. Lawn chairs, you can't get in. Some, not all, but some. Here in California, that's a lot of times that's a no, especially when you're dealing with amphitheaters and outdoor venues. Indoor venues, you got to look at your bag size. What's the purse, lady? You guys can't be bringing these big duffel bags, and you can't bring in food into a venue. So there are a lot of different things that are going on with a particular venue. Each venue is different. So we make a mistake about not actually going to the venue website and reading their rules and seeing what we can bring, what can't we bring, just different things, and familiarizing yourself with that. Okay, so that brings me to the next rule. We don't familiarize ourselves with the venue. A lot of times we haven't gone to a concert in a year. We haven't been to a particular venue in years. We've never even been to this venue. So we have absolutely no idea the whole layout of the venue. If you purchased your ticket at the venue, that's how you get to know the layout of the venue. You get to see where the venue is. You get to see what the parking is like. You kind of get to see what you're going to be dealing with at the time that you attend the concert. So we don't understand and we don't know the layout of the venue because we never think to familiarize ourselves with the layout of the venue. Now, sometimes this is not possible. Sometimes if you're like me and you live in a certain city, but most of the concerts occur in another city, so you may not have that opportunity to familiarize yourself with the venue. But that is a mistake that we make, is not you can go online, you can go look up the venue. They have the seating charts, they have the layout of the venue, they have even people who commented on that particular venue, so you can see what you're going to be dealing with when you go to the concert. So that's another mistake that concert goers make. So here's another mistake that we make. We pay for parking with the thought that that's going to help us get out quickly. Let me just let you in on a little something. Most of these venues, it's going to be a doozy to get out of the parking lot. I don't care if you're going to a casino concert. If you're looking to get out of there quickly, you are sadly mistaken. Please don't frustrate yourself and think that you can get out of that venue, no matter where you park. If you're parking up close because you have someone with disability, somebody who needs an assistance, that's one thing, then it's worth paying for the parking. But if you're just paying for the parking thinking, oh my God, especially, this is how they get you. When they tell you that it's easy out, that's a lie. That's a lie. It may be easier than the other people, but it's not easy. You're still going to have to wait. The cones and everything is going to be blocking you out. If you paying all that money for preferred parking, for to easy out, I suggest that you think twice before you do that. However, if you do have somebody with disabilities, if you know that you're going to be late and you just want to get in and you want to get out, that's one thing. Especially if you have a limo or you have a car service, and I'm not talking about Uber. That's not car service, you guys. Uber and Lyft are not car service. People, they don't consider that car service. But if you have a limo, if you have a party bus or something like that, then you have to pay for the parking. Otherwise, I think it's a mistake to pay for parking with the thought process that it's going to be quicker to exit the concert. That's not always the case. So here's another mistake that we make. Parking close to the venue. Okay, so when I mean parking close to the venue, you guys, you can park out on the street. If you're walking, I highly suggest walking. If it's half a mile, a couple of blocks that you're going to have to walk to the venue, I suggest you do that. I have had a lot of stress-free nights when I'm leaving a concert and I'm walking to my car because I'm bypassing that traffic, I'm bypassing the congestion, and I'm just going to go ahead and walk up to wherever my car is. If my car so happens to be almost a mile away, then I got my steps in. Because sometimes you just eliminate a lot of frustration if you do not park close, but you park a little bit further, okay? So I think it's a mistake to always have the thought process is that I need to park close to the venue. If you don't know the layout of the venue, you have no choice, right? Because you don't know, right? You don't know that where the streets are. You don't know if the streets will even allow you to park there, because a lot of neighborhoods, they close off when there are concert times. So they may close off that street and you can't park. But there are some tricks to the trade for not paying for parking. This is what I'm trying to do, you guys. I'm trying to make it cost effective for you to go to concerts. So that's an option for you. Instead of paying the $25, $50, $95, whatever it is for parking, or thinking that you have to park close, a lot of times you can park further away and just walk. So don't think that you have to park close and you have to park at the venue. You can also Uber and Lyft. That's also an opportunity or an option for you. Okay, so let's go. We're going down the list. Leaving to get to the venue late. Okay, now all my melanated people, this is where you really gotta listen. You gotta listen in, okay? It's not just you, but a lot of times it is us. When we get to places late, the show start at 6:30, and we think we can leave our house at 5:30 or at 6 and get there. Unless you live 2 blocks away from the venue, sweetheart, no. Plan to be at the venue an hour before the show begins. And when I mean the show, I mean the opening act. You will save yourself a lot of frustration if you do not leave your home late. Don't leave thinking that you just going to get to the venue like, okay, the venue is only 30 minutes away, so I got 30 minutes to get there. No, sweetheart. No, baby. You do not have 30 minutes to get into the venue, because the parking, once you exit the freeway, the police already have stuff blocked off. So you're going to be waiting behind a bunch of cars. Even if you're off street parking, you're going to be parking a mile down or whatever. You have to know that the exits are going to be blocked off and they're going to maneuver the traffic a certain way. So please don't think that you can leave the venue late. I know a lot of times these shows are on weekdays and we get off of work at 5 o'clock and then we got to go home and then we got to shower and we got to get changed and we got to go pick up somebody. Okay, well then you're just going to be late, right? You're just going to be late, but don't do it on purpose. Try to get off work early, take a half day, get off at 2 o'clock. Get yourself mentally ready, eat or whatever, get yourself dressed, be ready. Who's ever picking you up, make sure that they're going to be an hour and a half early to pick you up if you're relying on somebody else to pick you up. I don't do that. Your girl don't do that. We don't rely on anybody to pick us up. We go. When we're ready to go, we go. So a mistake that we make is leaving late to get to the venue. All right, we'll keep going down the list. All right. I know this is a sensitive topic. We don't need to talk about it. Wearing the wrong clothes. Listen. Some of y'all, and I people watch too when I go to these shows. Some of y'all, you need to wear the right clothes, okay? A lot of times, we don't need to see all that. We just don't. I don't care if you 18, 21, 31, 51, 71. Please, we don't need to see all of that, okay? You're wearing the wrong clothes. If your boobage falls out or seems like maybe it's gonna fall out, then that's not something you want to wear to a regular concert, okay? Don't do that. If you know that it's an outside venue, you guys, after 7 o'clock, when the light goes down, it gets cold. You're going to be cold. So please bring a jacket, okay? Stop wearing the wrong clothes. Stop wearing these high heel shoes and these pumps thinking that it's cute, because somebody's going to step on your feet, or you're going to just really think it through. And for you gentlemen, look, I have been to concerts, the classier concerts, like I went to Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight. I go to some of the other concerts when I would go to see the OJs, or when I would go to see, some of the more classier concerts, right, where there's a dress, an expectation of the dress. And so my gentlemen, you guys have your fedoras on and you got your hat on or whatever. Okay, bruh, I get it, you look nice, but how long you gonna have that sweaty hat on throughout the concert? If you're fine with it, if you like it, I love it, so that's fine. But if you think you're going to take your nice hat off and put it down, or sit it on a chair, or sit it on your lap, it's gonna fall. Somebody's gonna knock it off. That's gonna cause all types of tension, fighting, trouble. So think about it, okay? I'm just saying, think about it. I'm not saying you can't wear what you already picked out, your outfit that you just, in your head, it's gonna look so good and you're gonna look so cute and you're gonna look so handsome or whatever. I'm not trying to come against your outfit. I'm just saying a lot of mistakes that we make is when we wear the wrong clothes. Okay, so we're gonna keep going down this list. You guys still with me? You still with me? All right. So we're gonna keep going down this list. All right, here's another topic. I don't think it's sensitive, but a lot of you guys need to be told. Pre-gaming. Oh my gosh. Listen, let me let you on to a little something. If you're going to a concert and it's of an artist, musician that you really like, you really want to see them, you really like them, sweetie, pre-gaming is not going to make your experience better. It just isn't. It's not going to make your experience better. You getting drunk or you getting high before you get to the venue or before you get into the concert is going to make your experience worse. And a lot of times you're not even going to remember the experience. You're not. Okay? So I just think, I'm not saying you can't have your little, adult beverage. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if you are out in the parking lot or before you get home and you just guzzling and you chugging down stuff because you don't want to pay the $18 for that drink at the venue, by the time you finish the night, your friend's gonna have to carry you. You don't know how many times that especially ladies, especially women, their friend is carrying them to the car, and because they just drank too much. They drank more than what they thought that they were going to drink or that they could handle, okay? So I think a huge mistake you guys make, or we make, I'm going to include myself in all of these, is pre-gaming, okay? Don't do it when you're going to a concert. Just don't do it. All right, here's another one. This is something that I am against, but I have found myself doing sometime, and I'm going to tell you why. Leaving the concert before it's over. Okay, here we go. Now, a lot of you do that because you're thinking in your mind, I gotta wade through the crowd. I gotta get to my car. It's gonna be, bad me coming out. So if I leave early, then it's not going to be bad. That is a lie. That's a lie from hell. It's a straight lie from hell. So you leaving the concert, unless you leave the concert before the main act is on, you are going to be in traffic. You are. You're just going to be in traffic. Unless you leave the concert before the main act is on, you are going to still be in traffic. Now, you may not be in traffic as long as other people, but you're still going to be in traffic. Okay? So leaving the concert before the concert is over, to me, I think you're wasting part of your money. And I also think it's a bit disrespectful to leave early before the main act has taken their bow, okay? Because they've gone through a lot to get there and perform for you, and you get up and you leave. Now, I realize that some of these acts go late, right? A lot of the curfews are 11 p.m. wherever you are in the world. A lot of times the curfew is 11 p.m. and acts are supposed to be done by 11 p.m. Some people go over. I know when Janet Jackson was here, she went over, and they get. I think there is a penalty fee that the venue would charge them if they do go over that curfew time. Janet Jackson was like, "Look, I got the money. I can do this." I think she was also late because I think she was having dinner with Diana Ross, who was also having a concert the same day. That's a whole different video. A whole different thing. But I'm just saying is that if the act truly goes late, they were late getting on stage and they truly go late, then I can understand you guys leaving the concert early. But if you're leaving the concert thinking that, oh, I'm going to get a jump on getting in my car, I'm going to get a jump on leaving the venue, I'm going to get a jump on no. You are still going to be in traffic. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you the experience. You guys know what it's like, and you still, year after year, concert season after concert season, you guys still do the same thing. Okay. So here is, I think, my number one mistake that we make when we're going to the concert. You guys ready? Going with the wrong person. I'm going to say it again. Going to a concert with the wrong person. Now, a lot of people, especially women, are afraid to go to concerts by themselves. A lot of times we're afraid to do anything by ourselves. We think it's not safe for a variety of reasons. But I think going to a concert or going to an event, a play, any kind of event by yourself versus going with that friend who, number one, ain't never got no money, so you got to pay for everything. Number two, you got to drive they behind, right? Number three, make you late because they ain't never ready, right? Number four, they cause all types of problems when you get there. Or that friend that just complain about anything. And this is for spouses too. A lot of times, listen, if your spouse loves, calm, classy kind of music, but you like hard rock, heavy metal, loud music, why are you bringing your spouse with you? Why are you torturing them? And spouses, why are you making your spouse feel guilty when they want to go see an artist that you don't even like, that you don't even appreciate? But you go and you hem and haw on him throughout the whole dang on event, and you make them miserable. You make them so miserable, they don't even want to go to a concert anymore. When was the last time you went to a concert with your spouse and you actually enjoyed it? Okay, now for all you couples, you guys like the same music, you like to get out and you like to get and going, more power to you. This is not for you. I'm talking about the couples that one likes one type of music and the other one, look, if you buy your significant other a ticket, you know that they love a concert. With my ex-relationship, I knew he loved Toni Braxton. Love Toni Braxton. I like her too. I mean, you know, I'll go see a Toni Braxton, right? But I knew he was absolutely in love. He would have married Toni Braxton instead of me if he could have. And so one of my joys was to take him to go see Toni Braxton. I enjoyed watching him have a good time. A lot of people are like that. A lot of couples are like, hey, I love to see you have a good time. You know, I saw a man a few years ago during one of the last Depeche Mode tours. He took his wife and their kids, you know, got them wonderful seats because he wanted to see his wife have a good time, you know. So if you're like that, that is a blessing. That is wonderful. But if you are the type that makes somebody else's concert experience terrible, you the devil. You the devil. You just need to just say no. When your friend or your girl say, hey, I got tickets to, you know, this gospel concert, but you know, you ain't been to church since you've been in the Easter parade or Easter play, don't go, because you're not going to let them have a good experience, okay? Now, if you truly want to go, let your friend have a great experience, okay? Sit down, shut up, be easy, and just let them have a good experience, okay? So that is my number one mistake that I think that people make, is going with the wrong person. All right, you guys, so I have that list for you. Watch it over again so you can see all the mistakes that we make when we're going to a concert. I think I'm going to come with a part 2 to this, with mistakes that we make once we get our behinds inside of the concert. But if you like this, definitely go ahead and share it, subscribe, go ahead and press like. And again, thank you guys so much for just supporting me and being here with these concert reviews. Remember, this is what we do here at Melanin Monarchy. We comment and we review concerts, we review films, we review live music, we review all sorts of artistry. So if there's something that you like for me to review, definitely let me know. Okay, you guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.